What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Jon Mark. And we're going to get back to the Land of Merlin album, 1992. I do want to apologize to both Kim and Stuart, both of whom have shown up consistently in the Jon Mark reactions. And yeah, perhaps we can say, the last tune was The Child Grows. We can pretend that the last couple months, while I've been forgetting to get back to this, are part of the process for Arthur. He is ultimately a child, and growing from a child into an adolescent, never mind into an adult, it takes time, physically, psychologically, emotionally, intellectually. So perhaps we can insert the gap since the last reaction into the narrative that we're going through. Either way, we now turn to Merlin, because the next track is Merlin and the Unicorn. He is a magical figure. He is beyond normal humans, even in a legendary story of mythological figures. And a unicorn is, as mythological and legendary and anomalous as they get. So the idea that Merlin might appear with a unicorn, or might find a unicorn, or that a unicorn might herald his entry into the Arthur legend seems a very appropriate step. So let's hear how Jon Mark represents in sonic atmosphere something as mythological and legendary as a unicorn. This is Jon Mark, Merlin and the Unicorn from the Land of Merlin, 1992. the canon of Arthurian literature, which admittedly I don't know beyond the broad contours of some of the major narrative beats, and I think a lot of it is in French anyway. Nevertheless, I suppose this does depend on whether it's a specific episode in that literature. But the way it hit me sonically, and I think this is certainly open to interpretation, but it felt less like Merlin, was already in connection to the unicorn. It felt like he was looking into maybe some magical place or a different dimension, some place where unicorns come from. And again, the wind sounds really gave me this, not alien, but mystical, unknown sort of feeling. Again, as if he were looking through a portal where a unicorn appeared. And again, we actually got like live world sounds of an equestrian running sounds. So I do wonder whether Merlin, being one of the only beings, one of the only humans, magical and exceptional as he is, that could perhaps experience this moment or find a unicorn or look into that place where they actually reside, and perhaps only for a moment before it runs away and seemed to go off into the distance sonically. So yeah, it felt like maybe Merlin beheld a unicorn in a situation where only someone as in touch with magical places and experiences as he, as a accomplished wizard, might actually find himself in. So yeah, it felt like that was sort of the sonic journey that the piece told me. Again, I think that's very interpretive, and perhaps if a specific narrative about Merlin and a unicorn is in Arthurian literature, then naturally it would, I would be inclined to think the music there conforms to that. But either way, I'm curious to hear how it hit other people. It was a bit more austere, maybe not austere, it was a bit more neutral in its emotional feeling. Again, it felt otherworldly. It felt like we were looking into some place where humans don't normally go. And I wonder if that's sort of the atmosphere, or at least part of the feeling that the track conveyed to others. So once again, shout out to Kim and Stuart, as well as any others who have checked out previous Jon Mark reactions or this one. When we come back for this deep dive next, hopefully not in 2.5 months, we will listen to The Death of Arthur. Oh no, sorry, we're not that far in the story yet. It's The Dream of Arthur. Whew. Wow, sorry Arthur, I was trying to kill you off there, man. It's, he like puts up his arms like, what the hell, man? But yeah, we will be back for The Dream of Arthur, where maybe he might see unicorns or Merlin or other things. Either way, let me know what you think of this, and I will see you next time. Peace.